So yes, there are native vampire hunters. But they don't just hunt vampires. They hunt in balance. They stand at the edge, what's safe, what is sacred, and say, Birto, Dasha, Doshbiai.
He's not what he seems.
He's all better now.
They say monsters aren't real, but my people have always known better. We've seen things that feed on the breath, the spirits, the future. Not just in legend, but in life. And long before stories of garlic and crosses, we already had our own vampire hunters. I am a guardian of the Diné and of the High Council, and I'm here to speak of the old ones who hunted darkness, of the warriors, medicine people, and watchers of the night, who stood between our people and the things that hunger. This is the truth of Native American vampire hunters. We are called many things, but guardian is what I carry with the most weight. We are the bridges, the ones who walk the dream world, who hear the voices of the old spirits, who see the things hiding just beyond the corner of your eye. We don't just hunt ghosts. We face down things far older. Beings that don't fit in good or evil, just chaos, just imbalance. And when they rise, we rise too. You may call them demons, you know them as disharmony. You may call them monsters. We know them as old beings who forgot their place in the circle. And we don't just stop them. We remind them what is sacred, what is forbidden, and what will not be tolerated. In Sinners, the world sees a vampire being chased, a creature who's done terrible things, and now runs, scared, and hunted, not by a church, not by a European force, by Choctaw warriors, fast, focused, appearing for a moment and disappearing like smoke. But most missed was the message that Native people aren't just characters in someone else's story. We're the ancient answer to a modern question. What do you do when evil won't listen? Choctaw hunters and sinners weren't scared. They were impressed. They had encountered beings like Remick before, and they knew how to make him pay. What do you do when evil won't listen? The Choctaw hunters and sinners weren't scared. They weren't impressed. They had encountered beings like Remick before. They knew how to make him pay. And that's what it means to be a guardian. To see through the lies. To act without permission. To chase evil when no one else would. Our people have faced monsters for thousands of years. Each tribe had names, stories, roles. In Diné history, monsters once roamed freely. The Naye beings that devoured the innocent and brought imbalance to the world. To stop them, the holy people sent the hero twins, Diné Monster Slayer, and Tolbashchene, born for water. Armed with lightning and sacred knowledge of divine guidance, they journeyed across a devastated land, slaying giants, beasts, and beings that could not be reasoned with. In our time, evil doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it wears the skin of something familiar. Among the Diné, we speak of Yenugloshi, the skinwalker, a witch who turns into animals and walks at night, cursed with powers drawn from breaking every sacred law. They're fast, deadly, elusive, and they don't feed on blood. They feed on fear, on pain, on unraveling harmony. Only medicine men and guardians with ash, prayer, and the knowledge of true names can help stop them. And only those trained in silence and ceremony can walk into that dark place, come back out again. Far east, among the Choctaw, we find a war fought not against teeth, but against despair. They speak of Nalusa Jiko, the soul eater, a shadow that creeps into the thoughts of the hopeless and begins to consume them from the inside. There's no fangs, no blood, just a life that slowly crumbles, till nothing's left but a hollow body, dying spirit. They also warn of Nalusa Falya, the long shadow that tricks travelers into the woods, piercing them with a cursed thorn that alters their destiny forever. The Choctaw knew how to fight these beings, not with weapons, but with resilience, with medicine, with community, with watchful eyes that knew when the spirit was under siege. The Cherokee feared something else entirely. Katlanu Ahayalski, the Raven Mocker. When death came near, this witch would fly invisible through the night, entering the homes of the dying to devour their hearts. They didn't just kill, they stole the remaining years of your life and added them to their own. No one could see them, no one could stop them, except the Dadanaeski, the medicine people. Only they could see the Raven Mocker, and if the witch was seen, it would die within 7 days. These were our first night watchmen, not only armed with blades, but with prayer. Not just protecting the body, but guarding the soul's journey. The Seminole and the Muskogee tell of Stikini, an owl witch who by day walks as a human, but at night becomes something undead. She vomits her soul, hides her organs, and becomes a creature that feeds on human hearts. She must kill to survive. To stop her, you must find her hidden soul and destroy it before sunrise. Even speaking her name was taboo. Guardians spoke it anyway, because someone had to. And when signs of her came near, they acted swiftly, quietly, without hesitation. And what do all these dark beings have in common? They don't just destroy bodies, they destroy harmony. And that is what we are here to stop. What does it mean to be a guardian? It means you walk both earth and spirit. It means when someone's soul is being devoured, you don't pray from a distance. You step in. We are the ones who speak the old words, who carry the ashes, who burn the cedar and chant into the night. We are exorcists, not in robes, but in medicine. We are demon hunters, not for spectacle, but to restore what was thrown out of balance. When someone is haunted, we see the spirit behind the shadow. When a being crosses into this world from another, we know which way to send it back. We don't do this for glory. We do it because it must be done. Now, what sinners got right is that when real evil shows up, the people who carry stories, people who remember, are the ones who act fastest. Choctaw hunters didn't question whether Remit was real. They saw the signs, they knew. That's what we do. We don't wait for proof, we don't need permission. We recognize the sickness, we move. And in that moment on screen, the world saw a flicker of truth, of what it looks like when native warriors step back into the roles we've always held. So yes, there are native vampire hunters, but they don't just hunt vampires. They hunt in balance. They stand at the edge of what's safe and what's sacred and say, "Birto, Dafu, Dostiahe." We are the ones who confront what others call myth. We are the ones who speak to spirits and warn them not to cross where they shouldn't. We carry old weapons, corn pollen, eagle feathers, blessed flint, and lightning in the heart. We are not characters in a ghost story. We are the reason stories end. So next time you feel something in the dark, know this. The Guardians are watching. And if evil rises again, we rise higher.
Athenians, Virgin da. Anekdotes om Kediansi. Iskeden a halti. Bansites, Erzidis da Honochus. Bach Echensi. Eche Haga, Iska. Victimus, Inikiansa, Aholka. Vecchehan Sedo, Uhoskania. Ediani Hotse, Echidid, Tony Anaski. Anahavan Tedin Ganasis. Anahavan Tony Naka. Anaskohonsi.
We are few of many, one story of thousands. Let us hear yours.